Good morning. It is Sunday morning and I am currently hiding out in the bathroom as Dave gives George his breakfast before he heads off to work. So I decided to do a day in the life with George and I when Dave's at work. We have the whole day ahead of us. Dave doesn't get home from work until he leaves at 8:30 and he doesn't get home from work until around 4:35. So I'm gonna spend the day with George and I figured I'd take you along for the ride. I decided not to do our morning routine included just because I figured our morning routine could be something that I could film separately so that this video is not super long. And also when Dave is on his way to work, it's not exactly the morning routine that's typical for us, so I'll show you a typical morning routine in another video. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and say good morning and hello. And this is basically what we do in a day. I'm going to start the filming of this when George goes down for his first nap. So the first wake window is basically just us getting breakfast ready, playing around with George a little bit, and Dave getting ready to go to work. So as always, please remember, if you like these videos, to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll get notifications when I have new ones coming out. If you like this particular video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so as you can see, my hair is still not done from the shower, and that's because George absolutely loves the blow dryer. So drying my hair is something that I can do with him around. In fact, he really enjoys it. So I spend my time while he's sleeping working instead. So he just got up from his nap, and I'm going to put on some eggs for lunch, some hard-boiled eggs, and then I'm going to get this mess of hair figured out while George kind of plays and does his thing around my feet. Do you want to say hi, mister? Say hello. Hi, everyone. He's already got the hairbrush, another one of his favorite things, and he's ready to go. So maybe we have a barber or a hairdresser, a hairstylist in the making. Who knows? It'd be in his blood, that's for sure. Let's put on some eggs. So I just popped a few eggs in some water to boil with a little touch of vinegar. Did you guys know if you put a little touch of vinegar in your water for your hard-boiled egg, if the shell cracks a tiny bit, then the egg won't seep out and get all weird and bubbly on the side of your egg. So little tip for you there, put just about a tablespoon or so in your water. Anyways, I'll just stop here for a second. Lunch is probably my least favorite meal to make because I never know what to make for lunch. So eggs is a really good go-to. Typically I would make more of a lunch, but because I'm doing my hair and we want to get outside for a walk, hard-boiled eggs is a great option because I can just leave them on the stove while I do my hair and they should be ready by the time I'm done. So nice, quick and easy. A lot of lunches, in fact, I find need to be quick and easy. Lots of leftovers. Sir? Sir? What's going on? You don't want to play with your hairbrush anymore? Lots of leftovers for lunches and just easy stuff because honestly I'd rather just be outside or playing with George or doing something fun, so we don't put a ton of effort into lunch. So I'm always looking for lunch ideas. If you have any, please let me know. Alright, let's go get that hair done. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a few sections around my face and just kind of flat iron them out, because I have a lot of like these little, I don't know if you guys can see, these little curly thingies. I used to have those before I had George, but ever since I've gotten some postpartum hair regrowth, it's just like there's so much of these little flyaway thingies. So I'm just going to flat iron them a little bit and a little bit back here, right here too. And then just put it in a quick French braid and call it a day, because George just loves to grab my hair and pull my hair. I feel like I'm always just getting my hair pulled, so I need to have it out of my face, and also I'm bending and moving, so just out of my face is the easiest way to go about my day. But the mom bun gets a little tired, so sometimes I like to do a French braid. It is just something to kind of switch it up. So anyways, how the hair game has changed since motherhood. So there we have it. Nice French braid, good to go for the day. So since most of it air dried before George woke up, it was really fast to blow dry the rest of it. As you probably saw, I just squirted the front of my hairline to re-wet it so that it would dry properly when I was ready to dry it, but the rest pretty much just naturally dried. And that cut down a lot of the time. And then luckily I know how to do a French braid pretty quickly these days, so that is that. Now I'm gonna do a quick little makeup. Basically these days it's just foundation, powder, a little bit of blush or bronzer, mascara, and eyebrows. That's pretty much it. It takes like 2 minutes, and then I feel a little more like myself and a little more awake too. I find when I don't have makeup, it just makes me feel tired. I don't know why. So yeah, we're gonna quickly finish that up because this guy is getting impatient. He says, "Mom, come play with me." Boop. Alright, our eggs are ready. I don't know if you can see, but the egg did crack there, and no egg is coming out of it because I put vinegar in. Such a great trick, right? You saying hi to yourself, the camera? So this is a great hack. I put a extra large men's just black t-shirt. I just bought like a 4-pack or whatever of them, and I just put it right over him and over the front of him. It goes over his feet and over the back of the booster. I did it in the high chair as well. I'd go right over the back of the high chair and put his arms through the arms, and basically if any food falls, it'll just fall right onto the ground and it won't get into the crux of the booster or the high chair as much. So it is a great hack, and I really like using it. So yeah, men's extra large t-shirts. So we got t-shirt, and then we got the bib. We got some goldfish to buy mommy a little bit of time while she plates up. And lunch is almost ready. George is playing in his space while I clean up this lovely mess. Alright, so we are about to go on our walk, and it is gorgeous out here. Oh my gosh, it feels like springtime. It's crazy. It even smells like spring out here. I can't believe it. But I will take it. I love it. So now, as you can see, I have my earphone in. I like to throw on one of my favorite podcasts. Right now, one of my very favorites is The Montessori Notebook, which is by Simone Davis, who's the person who wrote The Montessori Toddler, and now she's actually written a prequel called The Montessori Baby. So I'm going to throw that in my ear and take a walk. It's a nice little break for me. And George gets to enjoy the scenery, don't you? And then at the end, we will stop at the park, and he gets to get some energy out, and we get to have some fun together, and then we will head home for his afternoon nap. So we've got about an hour now. So, see you after. So here we are at the park. I won't show you the actual park because there's other kids playing on the structure, and of course I wouldn't want to show them. But we are just sitting under a tree. There's George. One of his favorite things to do is to just hang out on the stroller. Hang out on the stroller and cruise around it and look at all the different screws and the wheels. Isn't it your favorite? So I'm just letting him explore the stroller for a little bit while I film this with you guys, and then we'll go. There's a little toddler area on the playground, so we'll go check that out. He's been there before and he really likes it. So we just had a beautiful walk around the neighborhood. Yeah! One of the things that I've wanted to do since George was born, basically, is one of those things called a milk bath photo shoot to commemorate our breastfeeding journey. So I've decided to do a fall themed one because I think that'll be cute. Maybe throw some Cheerios in the milk bath. But I had to collect some leaves, and it's been such a weird year this year that the leaves haven't really started changing down here in Niagara too much. So they're finally starting to change now into the really bright, beautiful colors. So we just picked up some leaves as we walked along our path. And actually, it's just after Halloween now, and one family looked like they had put out all their pumpkins to the side of the road for either people to pick up or for the garbage to pick up. So we picked up one of they had a little mini white pumpkin, which I think will look really cute in our photo shoot as well. So we even found that little treasure. So, didn't we? Want to say hello? Yeah. So it's been a very successful walk, and we're going to hang out here and enjoy the park for a little bit before we head home for nap time. Gentle. That's a ladybug. George is down for his afternoon nap now, and I get a little bit of a break. We had a really good time at the park. He was laughing and enjoying leaves and grass, and we actually even saw a ladybug landed on our blanket, and I don't think he's seen a ladybug before, so that was really fun as well. So he's gonna sleep. I'm gonna have a snack. I'm really hoping that he has a really good long nap because the time change happened last night. The clocks went backwards. So we're running a little bit ahead of schedule. I tried to prep a few days in advance by pushing things later and things like that, but it's still, we're still thrown off just a touch by it. So hopefully he has a good long nap and that should bring us back up to speed. Also, then I can get some stuff done. So I'm going to have a bite to eat. What I really want to do is I want to have another coffee and some chocolate because I have been eating a little bit of Halloween chocolate today. But I'm really trying my best to cut down on, I do drink decaf because I'm still nursing, but one carafe, which is like, it's a half a carafe, but still a day is probably enough. So anyways, I struggle to get water intake as much as I should, especially because I am nursing, should stay hydrated. So I'm going to have some warm lemon water, which is one of my favorite ways to drink water. I don't really like water just by itself, so I need some lemon in it. Cucumber's good too. And then I have this lovely salad as well. I just put some kale and spinach chopped up with, on top is, at Costco, it's by Summer Fresh, and they come in packs of 4, and it's called the 7-grain salad, and it's so good, you guys, so flavorful, and just the color is beautiful, and it's got all these different grains in there. It's just, it's one of my favorites. So anyways, I could eat like a whole big bowl of just that by itself, but I usually put it with some greens just to try to fluff it up and stretch it out so I don't eat it all really fast. And also, greens are always good to throw into things. So you'll notice that I tend to put greens on and in everything, including actually when George and I just had lunch there earlier. You'll notice that I just chopped up some spinach and sort of sprinkled it on top of George's egg and cheese. George really likes eggs, and especially cheese is his favorite. And he doesn't dislike spinach, but I find if I just sprinkle it on whatever else he's eating, then just by accident some of it gets in his mouth typically. So it's a good way for him to get a little extra of his greens too. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this snack. I'm going to put on an episode of my favorite show for a minute and just relax, and then probably scroll through my phone and hop on the computer. If it looks like he's gonna be taking a long nap, I'll know after the first pocket. So I'll know in about 45 minutes. If he looks like he's gonna continue to sleep, then I'll probably pull out some work and get some work done. But I wanna make sure I squeeze in some relaxing time because the days are flying by and I need to make sure to take care of myself too. So I'll see you after. I almost forgot. I need to make bread because we're having leftover chili for dinner, and I'm gonna make a fresh loaf of bread to go with that, and it takes 3 hours to make, so I gotta put it on now. George's nails, and we also did Shirley and Henry, our cats, which I thought I was filming, but I actually ran out of room on my camera, so I didn't get that footage, but I did the cats too. And now we're just having a little play. One of the favorites of the week is just a tissue box with, I wear a lot of bandanas in my hair. Yeah. So I just put a bunch of bandanas in the tissue box, and he loves to pull them out and mostly put things into this box. The bandanas as well as everything else. I'll just find the most random things inside this box. So that's a fun toy. So what I find with Montessori and living the Montessori lifestyle is it's difficult at times because I find, especially on social media, there's quite an emphasis on the wooden materials. Do you have an opinion too? Yeah, there's quite an emphasis on the toys, the wooden toys, what they call materials. And I get that. I'm definitely starting to acquire more and more wooden toys, but you know, I'm making it work as I go, and I don't think that because I don't have all all wooden toys that I'm not Montessori, because I personally think it has more to do with parenting and with how we've set up our home, and not just to do with having wooden toys and the specific wooden shelf. So I'm making it work, and I mean, right now he's really happy with a tissue box and some bandanas. Sir. And that's okay. Like, for example, one of the super popular Montessori toys is the Object Permanence box. The Object Permanence box, of course, looks much more beautiful when it's made out of wood, and I would super love to have one, but in the meantime, we made one out of cardboard, and he is obsessed with it. It's been out on our shelf for better part of 2 months, I'd say now, and I haven't rotated it out because it's so popular. He just loves it. Can't see right now, it's out of the camera shot, but he's trying to put the ball in the hole right now as we speak. So yeah, it's definitely a favorite. Again, he puts lots of things, not just the balls, into this Object Permanence box. But, hey, is this one of your faves? So yeah, my point is, I mean, call it what you want, Montessori or not. I'm trying to take the principles as much as I can and sort of integrate them into our lifestyle. And for me, what that looks like are shelves that are made of plastic, and in fact, they're not even the traditional just lines, they're bins and stuff. But this is the shelf I have right now, and I think that as long as I keep it simplistic and there's only one activity per box, I'll show you guys a tour of sort of how we Montessori at home in another video. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see something like that. But yeah, it's a work in progress, and we're just learning about Montessori, and we're implementing everything just on a budget and with what we have. So I'll give you guys a little tour of our play space while we're sitting in here. I've got a mirror, which he loves. It is, you can buy acrylic mirrors. This one's just like a acrylic mirror, but they're little stickers, so they're just like small ones. I put 6 together, and 6 or 8. I just got them on Amazon, and it's a way for him to get the mirror and stay safe, and they're pretty cheap. Oh, thank you. These are my shelves, like I mentioned. They're plastic with bins. They're what we have, and they do the trick, don't they? They do the trick. Yeah. I do have a shelf rotation, but I don't do it on a particular schedule. I just pretty much watch what he's interested in, and if he's lost interest in stuff, then I take it out. And if he seems particularly interested in stuff, then I will put it back in. For example, this bin right here is just a bin of loose socks because he is absolutely obsessed with socks. Socks everywhere. He likes to carry them around the apartment. He likes to eat with one in his hand. He likes his socks, my socks, Dave's socks, fluffy socks, all kinds of different socks. So, yeah, I just put all my odd socks in one of his bins, and that's one of his favorites ever. So, I just go with it. Follow the child, right? As they say. So, yeah, what else do we have? Puzzles are a big one. The puzzles with the knobs. So we have that one. I just found that at Value Village the other day. Stuffed animals. These are the 2 that I have rotated out now that it's November. I figured we'd go for a winter theme. So we've got penguin and this little like seal guy. Both popular. Hey? Who's this? Got some popsicle sticks that he's playing with there. I'll have to get it after, but it's his first posting activity that I made for him. So those are just rainbow giant popsicle sticks that I cut in half, and I used an old oatmeal container and I put a slit in the top of it, and he's getting there with putting the popsicle sticks in the slit. I'm sorry, this is very difficult to film. I hope you appreciate that I'm trying really hard to film this, but it's difficult. Sir, I just gave you milk. I just gave you milk. Wow. You did it! Clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Clap, clap, you did it! Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the day. Dave got home shortly after that, and we just did our regular evening routine. I did make a video about our evening routine recently, so if you want to check back to that video, you can take a peek at what our evenings look like. I'll put a link in the description as well and in the cards. I hope you enjoyed coming along with George and I and just hanging out with us for the day. Let me know if this is the kind of stuff you want to see. I can make more of these. We have lots of fun days. And just a quick reminder to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, the like and all the notification and all the stuff. So thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!